Good day to all. We'll be discussing how to set up your chart of accounts in QuickBooks. So I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, hopefully you can see now. Well, this is a sample company file. This is not the company file that we have created last time, specific to your section, no? Or to the class. I'm using a different device now. So to set up your chart of accounts, you can access the following. You can click company and then chart of accounts, or you click the company panel here and then you have your chart of accounts. As you can see, when you say chart of accounts, these are the list of all the accounts you use to track your money in your business. And as you can see, you do not have any account numbering, and then you have here the type or the classification of the account, and then you have here the balances. Since this is a sample company, so you already have the balances, no? You already have the prepared transaction. Now, it is much better that the account will have a numbering so that you can easily identify the account. What you can do, you just click edit and then you click preferences and then click accounting and then company preferences and then click use account numbers and then click OK. So you have here the different account numbers per account title. Now to add or edit or delete an account, you just right click here and you have this option, new, edit account, or delete an account. If in case the account has an error like in the spelling or the account numbering, you can edit the account here and then save and close lang. Or if in case you want to delete a redundant account, like redundant na siya, so you just click delete here. In our case, we will not delete this account. This is a sample account. We cannot delete because na siya balances. Digamit siya for posting. Now to add a new account, again click right click lang and then click new. Then you all have here the different classification of accounts or ang ihang type. You call it as the account type. Now you can base it on your manual. You have here the definition of different type. Like for example, we start with the assets, bank. So this account is used, or this is the account that you hold at a financial institution such as checking, savings, money market, or the petty cash account. The next classification, you have accounts receivable under other account types. This one, accounts receivable. This is the money that the customers owe you, like outstanding invoices and goods purchased and credit. That's under accounts receivable. Another classification, you have other current asset. Other current asset, this is the things that you own that you'll use or convert to cash within 12 months, such as prepaid expenses. So for asset that is short term, not classified as bank and accounts receivable, you can choose other current asset. Then you have fixed asset. Fixed asset, this is the things your company owns that decrease in value over time, or it is depreciable like equipment or machine that wears out or becomes obsolete. And then the last classification or type under asset, you have other asset. So in here, other asset, this is the asset or the type or classification that you will use in the event that an asset is long term, but you cannot classify it as fixed asset. So one example for this one is kanang mga notes receivable, which is long term. So you can classify it as other asset. Another classification, this time for liability na, you have accounts payable. Accounts payable, this is a special type of current liability account. This is the money you owe in the next 12 months that represents what you owe to your vendors, specifically to your vendors. And then you have another classification under liability credit card. So if the company is using credit card, okay? And then you have other current liability. So other current liability, this is the money you owe in the next 12 months, such as sales tax and short-term loans. And then another one is the long-term liability. So this is the last classification under liability, the money you owe after the next 12 months, like your mortgage payments that you'll pay over several years. For equity, so this is the account title for the money invested by the owner. Okay. And then income. So income, this is the revenue you generate through your main business functions like sales or consulting services, depending on your nature or on the nature of the business. And then you also have a classification, cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, this is the cost of products and materials that you held originally in inventory but then sold. So you can use this type of account to track other expenses related to your sales. Normally, kanisang account is applicable to those who are into manufacturing or merchandising, no? Cost of goods sold. Another classification, you have expense. So expense, the money you spend to run your company. And other income, this is the money you receive from sources other than business operations, such as interest income. And then the last classification, you have other expense. This is the money you pay out for things other than business operations, like the interest. So these are the types or the classification of your accounts in QuickBooks. Now, let us encode an account sample. You can refer to hands-on exercise number 2 in your manual. So you have there the company as well as the different account name and then the account number. So for example, the first account is cash and cash equivalents. The account number is A100. And then the type is bank. So you click bank here. And then you click continue. Okay. Then you will be asked as to the account number. Again, you may refer to your manual. The account number is A100. And then account name is cash and cash equivalent. Is it a sub-account? Meaning, when you say sub-account, under ba siya sa specific account? Well, based on the exercise, it's not a sub-account. So just leave it blank. And then save and close to see the account that we have created. So here. So cash and cash equivalent, and then the type is bank. Now let's proceed with the next account. Again, right-click ka, click new. Okay, the type is a bank, and then click continue. The account number is A110. And then the account name is cash on hand. Is it a sub-account? Okay. The answer is yes, it is a sub-account. So sub-account of the account title, cash and cash equivalent. And then let's click save and close to see the account that we have created. Okay. So if you notice, since cash on hand is a sub-account, if you notice, it's under cash and cash equivalent. Okay. So this is the account that we have prepared earlier. And then the subclassification of cash and cash equivalent, okay, it's under cash on hand. You call it as a sub account. Okay, let's continue. Another account is cash in bank. So again, just right click and then click new. Under bank, and then click continue. Account number is A120. And then the account name is cash in bank. Is it a sub account? Yes, it's under cash and cash equivalent. And then save and new. So this time, if you notice, if you click save and new, you can already encode the account number. So dili siya mo close, mo go back sa chart of accounts. Diretso na lang ang pag-prepare or pag-encode na to sa accounts, sa atong chart of accounts. So the next account is cash in bank MBTC. So the account number is A121. And then the name is cash in bank MBTC. Is it a sub account? Yes, it's a sub account of cash in bank. Okay, this time we will click save and close to see the account that we have created. So here. So again, this is cash and cash equivalent, and then the cash in bank. Under cash in bank, you have cash in bank in BTC. And if you look into the arrangement of the account, since sub-account man si cash in bank in BTC ni cash in bank, so na siya na place the RIP. But then, cash on hand as well as cash in bank is a sub-account of cash and cash equivalent. So align lang ang iyang account. Okay? Again, let's add another account classification. Let's try accounts receivable. So again, right click and then click new. And this time the classification is accounts receivable. And then click continue. The account number is A200. And then the account name is trade and other receivable. Is it a sub account? No. So click either save and close. Now, if you want to add another account, save and new. So for now, save and close lang. So you have here, okay, the created account. Now, if you would ask me, Miss, why is it ang arrangement niya is not the same as the one sample in our book? Now, take note that in our sample, this is a company that we have created, wherein there is no transaction yet, as well as there is no prepared chart of accounts. So that is why that's the arrangement. But in our case, as a sample, we have opened a sample account. So nanay mga prepared daan ng mga balances or transactions. So that is why dili same ang iyang kuano arrangement. But then again, that is how you create a chart of accounts. You set up your chart of accounts. And then again, if in case you do not want to see the account numbering, for example, so just click edit, preferences, and then under accounting, company preferences, and then you uncheck use account numbers, you click OK, then that's it. Wag ta ang iyahang account numbers. But again, useful kay ng account numbers. So ato lang ibalik, no? So edit, preferences, accounting, company preferences, use account numbers. Okay, I think that would be all in creating our chart of accounts. I hope you have learned in this discussion, and I'll see you again in our next discussion. So the next will be more on creating your vendors and customer. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.